Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social, in association with Empire Fight Store and our Kings. We're here, Dalton Smith. Dalton, another big night coming up for you, a headline show, an opportunity for you to climb that ladder again, that next step, European title. As always, you always look in good shape, but coming into this fight now, what's your mindset like, knowing that this is like another part of that journey? You've done it, the correct step, English, British, Commonwealth, now the chance for European. Pleased that you've done it this way?
Yeah, I've always dreamt of doing it this way. Get the belts I've always looked as being the major ones from a young kid, and I've got them on my in my fireplace, like my media wall. I've got them all in there, so obviously I'm going to pick that European strap up and get a world title then.
I'm going to say, I bet you've got a big media wall, haven't you? One of them with holes in for each belt.
Yeah, so when I was doing my house up, I thought, I think I had the English then. So obviously when I was doing it up, I thought, I'm going to have all these pigeons, I'm going to fill them up, and one by one I've done it.
I'm going to say, have you made like squares for potentially the world on as well?
Exactly, yeah, there's 2 spaces left for the European and for the world. Yeah.
I like it, positive thinking. Well, look, there's a step to go before the world. In terms of you, obviously your preparation always seems good. I know you don't leave no stone unturned. Working away over the festive period, what's that like for you as a fighter? Is it just everyday living for you? Do you not think of it as anything now? With Christmas and stuff and things that happen, or do you just bypass you?
Yeah, I mean, mentally, it doesn't bother me. You're all right there. Yeah, I mean, it don't really bother me. Just the hardest thing is obviously getting the prep, like sparring partners and stuff over Christmas. But luckily I've got some good lads helping me out, giving me some good rounds, and that was the main thing. But obviously going over Christmas, it don't bother me going out anymore, anything like that.
You passed that?
Obviously everyone goes through the teenager period where they want to be out and stuff, but yeah, you grow out of that. Obviously I've never been big on parties, I've been on lads' holidays and stuff like that, but for me, I'm happy in the gym.
I was going to say, I have to say as well, because I've seen you out in Vegas.
Yeah.
I weren't training for anything, so mine was a different night. And you and Junaid.
That one.
Well, I'd seen you and I thought, I wonder when they're out fighting again. I thought, God, they're getting in trouble. And you two went out, didn't touch a sip of anything, I don't believe. I'm not sure. But
I did, Junaid didn't.
Yeah.
I'll to be honest, I think I did have a little drink there.
But you weren't. But for the city that it was in though,
you
weren't. There was nothing.
I wasn't Vegas. We'll say that.
No. Yeah. But you can quite happily be in that environment and not partake in that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? I grew out of the hangovers from a young age. I was like, you enjoy all this, and then for 2 days you're recovering. So what's the point?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go out, have a good time, not have a drink.
I'm gonna say, you do all outdoor stuff anyway, don't you? I see you all walking, and I'm sure you probably bet you fish and stuff like that. Yeah, of course you do. Camping.
He's recently just got me into golfing, so I'm having a.
Have you played with him yet?
I've played with him. He's actually not a bad golfer.
He's been playing for a while though.
He's been for a while, but I've got the bug from him, so I'm having a bit of a losing battle with golf at the minute.
Well, that'll continue for a while. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot tell you how much I hate that sport. I can't even do it now.
I used to do this. I've got mates who've tried getting me into it. For years, me like, you need to come golfing. It's a good. I've had a few games, enjoyed it and stuff, but yeah, Mick's he's actually gave me the bug and my dad. So
I had seen him with
yeah.
Expensive little hobby, isn't it?
It's an expensive little hobby. I've got new clubs, bag, everything. I don't think I need to learn to hit a ball first before I start getting old clubber.
Got your name on your club yet?
I'm not far off, near enough. Got all the gear, no idea, but you know what you say, if you feel good, if you look good, you feel good, so yeah.
Absolutely. Let's come on to the fight. What does a win in this fight do for you? Is this a case of, look, once I get that European belt, I'm there, I'm one step closer to a Hillsborough, I'm one step closer to huge domestic clashes, but I'm sure people are still talking about Adam Azim, I'm sure, to you, but this is about you and your journey kind of thing. Is there any sort of regret that fight wasn't for a European title?
No, there's no regrets. Look, if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. So, for me, is obviously get the European, and like you say, I'm a couple of fights away from fighting for world title, headlining at Hillsborough. So everything's. I think 2025 is going to be a massive year.
When you look at, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be a massive year and one I need to be fully focused for.
When you look at the names that you're surrounded with, even over this side of the pond, this sort of, this part of the world, what is it that excites you? Because you're always so focused, locked in. I was saying this gym especially, none of you seem to get sort of lost in anything. You very much looks business, that's what I do. But what are the names and that excite you? This isn't a call-out session, but you must look and go, you know what, that's a banging fight. One more fight kind of thing, get through this and, all systems are go.
I think for me as a person is, I know I'm a couple of fights away from like a world title, a big fight, but like I've still got stuff in front of that. And it's so easy to overlook things. So I literally wake up like I'm not really thinking about the fight in 2 weeks. I'm just thinking about I've got to train tomorrow and do stuff like that. So I think sometimes you can overthink things like I'm fighting in 2 weeks, and it's like why? I'm not going to stress now when I'm fighting in 2 weeks. Like.
So you do it day by day. Tomorrow it's like I've got to train today, do my run, and you wake up and then it's like.
Realistically, what we're on Thursday today. I'm over 2 weeks away from a 36-minute fight, so I'm not going to stress over something now. It's easily done. I can easily allow yourself to do that, but like I need to be sweet. As long as I'm prepared and done everything I do, which I always do, for 36 minutes, that's when I need to stress and be switched on. That's it.
Do you ever look at these Riyadh season shows now and all the big nights that they're having and go, I'd love to be a part of that, whether it be in Riyadh. I know they're doing stuff in the States again, but is that you look at all that and go, we're not far off here, and you can be a part of it, and not just part of it, but one of the main parts of it, providing on who the dance partners is.
Exactly, and like you said who excites you.
Yeah. You
just look at the rankings in the 140 division. You look at the names, and that says it itself. And that says some big names, some big fights, and yeah.
You look at guys like obviously Teofimo, obviously Devin Haney, Jack Cattrall. You look at all these fighters and go, that'd be great. I mean, obviously Jack's on his path now. I think he's got Barbosa coming up. Teofimo seems online having issues with Top Rank, but we'll see what happens there. But do you see yourself fighting a Teofimo and a Devin Haney one day? Bringing Devin maybe over here if the money were right?
Exactly, like, you remember, that's what you want people to remember you. People remember you for the big fights. Like, we remember Ricky Hatton for the Mayweather fights, the Pacquiao fights. And that's what we need for people to remember us as a career and for us to cement our legacy.
When you look back in, say, the next, 12 months, is it a case of, look, I want to have picked this European belt up, I want to have had maybe another sort of fringe on the cusp of a world title fight, and then I'm ready to go? Is that what it's about this year? Just making sure that you're progressing at the right stage, because you never get ahead of yourself, and I know your dad won't let you either. So is that what it's about for you this year?
Definitely, stay active, stay fit, stay ready, and when them opportunities come out, I know I'll be ready.
You got a message to your fans before we wrap this up?
Big message, obviously, we're out in Nottingham. It's not the best that it's not in Sheffield, but look, they always show the support for me. Big shout out to them. They always come, make noise, and they're on the journey with me. So next stop is a big night in Nottingham.
Absolutely, it is in Nottingham, but you're leading the charge here in Yorkshire as well. You've obviously Callum Simpson out very soon as well this week, and things are good this neck of the woods out there at the minute.
Exactly, and shout out to Callum this weekend. Hopefully he gets the job done, and keep Yorkshire strong.
Dalton, appreciate your time.
Thank you.